A man, your husband having affair to the extent of having 2 children, 19 and 17, under your nose. A man that the revelation has come out that he has slept with almost all the choir members in the church.
Be angry, no problem. I want to don't be angry. Don't be angry.
Madam Bulu cannot come out and say she's not aware of it.
Unity Worship Center know that your pastor is married.
If you are still there covering those demons, covering those occultic members, madam, I can assure you, you will end up in their belly.
I've suffered, man. I never married. I didn't know.
Way that pastor talk, self. You get a CB.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. The story about Pastor OLUTAYO have been trending. How he divorced his wife and married a new wife and threw the story to his church members without regards. When I first came across that video, I didn't show interest until I saw another person narrating the story, giving first-hand details on what they know about Pastor OLUTAYO. Now, who is Pastor OLUTAYO? According to the information available on the net, they said he's somehow related to Bishop Oyindipo. However, he was married for good 33 years, and the conspiracy surrounding many men of God these days, and he was not exempted from the whole scenario, how pastor dug different people. So we'll get back to that. But before we get back to the main story at hand, we need to start from the beginning on how he went to his member without feeling regards and just tell them that the mama you used to know for good 33 years that I was married to, that have been presiding over all of you, the mama is no guy in existence. I don't care about what you say. Now this is your new mama. This is the woman. The new mama come to the altar. He didn't even invite them to the wedding. It's just like, okay, this is your new mama. The first mama that will no longer be coming to the church. That's where I get the problem. But I want you guys to watch the video.
Members, be angry, no problem. I want to don't be angry. Don't be angry. Help me welcome Funlola Akinride. This is wife. If you are happy, clap. If you are not happy, clap. You have no choice. Pastor Mike, help me bring her. I'm letting all members, family and friends of Unity Worship Center know that your pastor is married. All of you, events began to unfold, and many of it was so speedy, you couldn't understand. I came and then the name of the church changed. Bam, Unity Worship Center. One day, that is no argument. As I hear, that's what I do. I've suffered, man. I never married. I didn't know. When I discovered the conspiracy, my life became a target. Let's kill him so he won't talk. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to show you my wife. That's all. Like, all the things in the past, I don't have problem. I call heaven and earth to witness today. This is the altar of holiness. Don't be lying here. I don't do verity. It's truth. Heaven and earth to witness that for the first time in my life, I'm getting married. I want you to keep praying for me and reckon of me as a servant of God that I am. The things I cannot talk about or I will not talk about, you will begin to see the effect in the atmosphere. After now, just watch out. Keep in mind the date. December 14th today. Watch out on the January 14th. Look at events. Then you know what I'm talking about. I thank you all for holding forth and for those who believe, who are still around. The Lord bless you mightily. This is my wife. God bless you.
Now that you have watched the video, what lesson did you learn from the video, and how do you see the pastor, the way he threw it to his member? I don't care what you guys think. Oh, it's not my business, but this is not your new mama, the woman that you used to know, that is your mama in the church, that I was married to for good 33 years, is no longer available. I divorce her. You have to accept this, stuff like that. Now, we're going to go to the main details of this video. I came across this particular video on how this woman narrated the whole story. That, okay, this is what I know about the first wife, how gentle she is, the things that she has to endure to ensure that the ministry grows, so that the world will not know what her husband, Pastor OLUTAYO, was doing. And I want you guys to watch the video.
That So they needed her to use her personal account. And Bishop Oyedepo says it himself, that the wife is sold out to him, which is not a bad thing. So long as you as a woman, you don't lose yourself. There's somebody that claims to know them very well that is screaming and shouting. Let me let the person speak.
Who? No, that...
I don't know. Somebody is...
Go ahead. Somebody said what?
No, there's somebody on the comment section claiming to know them so well and all this stuff. I'm not saying I know it all.
Okay.
But...
Yeah, if you want to call in, the number is pinned to the screen. Call on WhatsApp, whatever you know. But honestly, we can say she's fine. She has moved on. Fine. But the way that pastor talks, you get that CB. All right, Jack, I will call Elumi.
All right.
All right, darling. No, Shay, thanks for your information. I mean, thanks for the inputs. So if I miss your call, I'm calling you back. I'm calling you back. Calling for being real. I still discussed something like this yesterday with somebody. Go ahead. That person is in serious trouble. The person I'm talking about. Go ahead, sister. You are online? Or be brother then?
Hello, auntie. Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sis.
Yes, ma. Ejo, what the auntie was saying, she knows her a little bit, but she's not saying the truth.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Number one, Mommy Bolu Olutayo has 3 children.
Okay.
And 2 are in Nigeria. 1 is in United States.
Okay.
So she went to check up on the son, and she got back to Nigeria, and the house was being locked. Another lady, when Pastor Olutayo was having his 60th birthday, she be omo Igbo kan no fẹ́ gbà yẹn. So kini wọ́n sọ? This woman could share. We need to also help her to manage. We are church members. We know the man slept with half of the choir member. Àìmọye èèyàn tó lọ́mọ fún now ní Nigeria. Nínú church yẹn, tẹ́ bá wo encounter àwọn choir member nígbà tó introduce fún Lọ́lá. Ẹ rí pé gbogbo wọn dojúbólẹ̀ ni because ìdájí wọn ló ti bá fún now. So kí là ń sọ? Kò kí ń ṣe èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ó bímọ tó lè fi àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pamọ́. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa ń jọ dáadáa. She understand? So let us be careful. Obìnrin ni mí, obìnrin ni Mommy Olutayo. We need to help her. You are saying she has a ministry. Which ministry? She does a lot of prayer online. You understand? She's going through a lot.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
You know, sometimes I tell a younger sister, apart from being a church member, I'm part of the family. So we know more than this. I will give you a number of people you can speak to. This is absolutely wrong.
That's
You know, a lot of times, because only Aburo twins, I was talking to Pastor T one day. I said,
Auntie Eba mi so English, ma.
And the younger brother too was saying, "Oh, I'm tired. We've asked her to talk and everything." But do you know one thing this woman kept saying? That God will fight my battle.
God is not fighting battle. Court to me. God is not fighting battle. So, that's why people go to courts.
Yeah, it is us now that people are ready to talk. Somebody from Lala, only 3 girls.
Who has Omo Mary? Who has 4 children?
Then the last one, you only another girl.
Who has 4 children? So, Auntie? Who has 4 children? The new wife.
And to introduce Benny.
Who is the owner of those children? Boys. Who is the owner of those children? Oh, all those children don't belong to Olutayo.
No, Olutayo on person because good tidings unity kini what one pay.
What did you just say? Auntie English, please. Did you say the women in the church, should their husband needs to do DNA, or what did you just say?
Of course, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm bold enough to say it. Most of the men in that church, they need to do DNA of their children. The man fires, he smokes, he drinks,
Who smokes?
He does sort of things.
Who smokes? Olutayo smokes.
Yeah.
Cigarette or Igbo?
Yes, ma'am.
Cigarette or Igbo?
Everything. Everything you can talk about. I was telling one of our church, I was telling one last living faith, Lord, good tidings me. I said, one thing I regret in my life is this man touching my head, saying in the name of I want anoint. These are not the people to anoint you to touch your head. A lot of things.
Which one is in London? Another wife is in London. Please, Auntie English. Another wife is in London. You know, okay, it's true that there is another one.
Is in London.
Okay.
Another lady is in London, yeah, with 2 children.
With 2 children for Olutayo.
Tell that one to bear Samuel instead of Olutayo. So the children bear Samuel. That's his first name. His name is Samuel Dayo Olutayo.
Samuel Dayo Olutayo. So that one is not bearing the Olutayo as a last name.
No. Okay. That one doesn't bear Olutayo. Just bears the Samuel. You know.
Now you mentioned
people. Mommy's PA in church. This man will sleep with them. It's somebody we all know very well.
So
my husband was being transferred to Lagos one time, and I refused. I said I don't want to go to Lagos. I want to be in Abuja. You know. He reported me to this man. And he summoned me into the office. You know what he told me?
What?
He said, I don't want you to stay in Abuja. You can go to Lagos. Anytime I'm in Lagos, you can come and see me in my hotel. Is that a pastor? I went back home to tell my husband that, what's the meaning of this? He said, that's the reason why he doesn't want to work with any pastors again. So what are we talking about? See, Orongbe, you know what? If people want us to talk, Orongbe, you know what, gone.
Auntie Emma, somebody behave like this, you don't want to talk. See how we rubbish that woman. Auntie, hold on. That Fumilola that he just got married to, you say you don't know if she has a child for him. But the Fumilola, has she been a worker in the church for long? Because that is what I heard.
No, just the church. Do you know Fumilola's best friend was the one sleeping with this man before? Her name is Buki Adenuga. They call her Bling Bling.
Bling Bling. Buki Adenuga was the one sleeping with the pastor before.
He was there. They were all friends. They were sleeping with a man, and all of a sudden he introduced Fumilola house. People are still talking. Yesterday, I have a lot of people you can talk to. So what are they saying? If mommy is not talking, and now she even needs to talk, we must ask. She must talk.
And he has the guts to do all this on social media.
Exactly. Saying I suffer, man. With who?
And yes, he said he suffer, man.
In thick and thin.
Was the woman not a a caring wife? Why did he say I suffer, man? That one was depriving him, or what? What is the meaning of I suffer, man?
A caring. This man will come back after smoking. People live in that house now. They will say his mom. You won't believe mommy is the one cleaning, is vomiting. He will vomit, and this man will still climb the altar.
After drinking?
Ashiriti for you, man. Auntie.
After drinking, he will vomit. Right, that means drunkard. Like drunkard vomit everywhere when they drink.
Yes,
something like that.
Yes, man. And it's still the same woman that will clean up, and it's still the same woman you are saying, I suffered, man. Suffered, man, in what sense? In what sense?
What?
Anthony, I'm
Now you watch the first video. This is another person entirely who happened to know Pastor Olutayo very well, came out again and give precise information, and this is what they have to say. And I want you guys to watch.
All men of God. We are still on the issue of brick or Okafor. Another one came up as heavy as Okafor's own too. And they are friends. They are in the same group. They are in the same Iginla group. Iginla occultic group. Iginla is their leader, their president of that occultic group. It's a section of the so-called men of God in Nigeria. There are plenty. There are more than 100 in that group. Let me give you my personal experience with Dayo Olutayo. started fellowshipping with Living Faith Church in 2001 in Durumi, Abuja, 5 years now. And I so much enjoy his preaching. But now I get to know, when you see all this sweet preaching, they are all con men. That is what they used to deceive people like me. Not the miracle, but the sweet tongue and whatever, quoting the Bible. That is what the like of this demon, OLUTAYO, used in capturing people like us. Because when they said he was transferred to Port Harcourt, I was part of the people that said, no, we no agree, no. Then a month later, he opened a church, Good Tidings, that is the name. That was the name, because he has changed the name again. We were in Rajab Plaza in Area 1 in Abuja. It's not too far from Durumi too, you know. They purposely put that church there so that can take some of the members from Living Faith. And yes, some of us joined him in that church. But something happened that didn't strike me then. But now I'm becoming to realize, oh, that's why this thing happened. In less than a month, I'm sure those of you that know this story, when we went to that church, when we opened that church in Rajab Plaza in Area 1, in less than a month, OLUTAYO invited Apostle Suleiman that time. That Apostle Suleiman was also coming out doing miracles and all those stuff. But I'm not using all those miracles something. I don't like it. All this touch your head, you fall. I'm not game for that. As a matter of fact, all going to my church is all about going to church and carry my Bible off to my house. You can never see me standing, oh, I want to see pastor. Oh, I want to see this pastor. I don't do it. My wife knows me. The moment I get to say, you are saying the last prayer, oh yeah, I don't wait to say, I want to see pastor. So I don't even know what is going on. I don't know they are gossiping in church. I don't know anything about it. Mine just to go listen to your sermon and get some experience there, get some teachings there, and off I go. But something struck me. In less than a month, this man invited Apostle Suleiman to the church. That was the first time I was seeing Apostle Suleiman. He was seeing vision, he was touching people's head, people were falling, vision. But that kind of ministration is alien to Living Faith. Because all my time in Living Faith, I've not seen where they touch somebody's head and fell. I've not seen where a pastor sees vision for you. No, that's what happened in Living Faith. Because to me, all those things to me, they are fake. But I never, straight away, it came. Which means that OLUTAYO had been fraternizing with Apostle Suleiman when he was in Living Faith, but you could not bring him to Living Faith. Because that church not allow him to bring the character of Apostle Suleiman to Living Faith to start creating miracles or whatever, to start performing miracles. No. But the moment he left Living Faith and opened his own, that was when he jumped out. Meanwhile, Revelations now is showing that this man has been promiscuous for a long time, even during the time we are in Durumi. Because even the time, if you see the age of those two children he has now, to another woman who was an usher in the church, that was the period of Good Tidings. So the woman that has two children for him, who I now realize has now returned to the UK, was a church member, an usher for that matter. You know what he did? He is married to that woman, even when he's still married to Bolu, the wife now that he just left. OLUTAYO has 3 names: Samuel, Dayo, OLUTAYO. He now decided that those two children that he had with that usher, those boys are now bearing the surname of Samuel, one of his names as their surname. They are not bearing OLUTAYO or Dayo. And I learned another woman again has a child for him. That one is bearing Dayo. You can see this kind of people. The same thing happening, just like what Okafor did. They are always smart. And that's why I said many Nigerians are in bondage of these occultic people. There are groups, a very bigger group, powerful groups. And their leader is Joshua Iginla. How do you explain all this? But one thing strikes me is that the wives, they are part of the problem. Bolu is part of the problem that we are facing with OLUTAYO. The wife of Okafor that later left and divorced was part of the problem of why Okafor operated to this level. Ask me why. Let's take Bolu for instance. Madam Bolu will not say she's not aware of the fornication of her husband. She cannot come out and say she's not aware of it. You can't be married to a man that is so randy like that, having children everywhere, and they said the children of this man, OLUTAYO, you don't need a DNA. In fact, these people, you don't even need, look at Christopher Otu. So Madam Bolu cannot come out and say she's not aware of it. A man, your husband having affair to the extent of having 2 children, 19 and 17, under your nose. A man that the revelation has come out that he has slept with almost all the choir members in the church. A man that the revelation has come out that he has slept with most women in his church in Good Tidings, and you are there. Madam Bolu, you are enjoying that name, Mommy Gio, and some other things. That is the reason why you kept quiet. That was the reason why you did not expose this demon. And you people were riding on the tiger's back then. Today you have ended up in the belly of the tiger. That is it. See yourself. 33 years down the drain. You played Kalu with your 33 years of staying with that demon. You play Kalu of 33 years of covering that demon. If you hear revelation, my brother, my sister, oh my God, you will weep for the body of Christ. They are all cartel. They are all covering each other. Your best friend is Igila. Okafor best friend is Igila. Suleiman best friend is Igila. Jeremiah best friend is Igila. They are all cohabiting together, and a lot of them that is not still, we don't even know now, that are still apprenticed, learning from all of them, learning the tricks, participating in all their occultic. You see? So see what we have put ourselves into in the name of Christianity, especially me. See my story with this man. I followed him for the first groundbreaking of Good Tidings Church in Wuye. I was part of the people that were there. I contributed money there. But see what happened today. So the wives of these men of God contributed. They are all accomplished. It was like they were enjoying that name, Mama Gio. And a lot of you are still out there, still covering these demons. So you will end up in their belly. You are riding on their tiger's back now. I can assure you, if you don't expose them, you will end up in their belly. Assuming Madam Bolu have exposed this demon, OLUTAYO, you won't have gone to this level. Assuming the wife of Okafor have come out and shout and expose all what had happened, that Okafor impregnated a deacon wife in the church. Okafor slept with married women, because the woman knew about it, but she didn't come out. She didn't make it open. They were covering these people. A lot of Mommy Gio are out there covering their husband because they are enjoying the paraphernalia of Mommy Gio. They have a PA, they have a driver, they have access to money, they have whatever, and that blindfolded them. They now kept quiet, covering demon. It is like an armed robber, and the wife knew the husband is an armed robber, and she is covering her husband who is an armed robber. The armed robber, the husband will go out at night and go and rob and come back, and she will enjoy the loot. If the armed robber is arrested, the woman too will be arrested as an accomplice. So these women too, they are part of the problem we are facing in this Christendom, body of Christ. They are part of them. So if you are still there covering those demons, covering those occultic members, madam, I can assure you, you will end up in their belly. They don't have pity. They are demons. All of them, they are demons. All of them in that category. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all pastors, but very only minute of them are clean. Majority of them are occultic members. They have meeting. They have meeting where they meet to discuss the gullible followers and laugh it off. How they slept with this, how they slept with married women, how they impregnate this. They operate together. Hope you remember that the lady that was pregnant for Chris, it was another pastor from another church that brought a man to snap with the pregnant woman just to deceive people that strange man is the person that impregnated that lady. Meanwhile, it was Okafor. Okafor must have told that other man of God, or man of devil, that please come and help me out. This is synergy. Synergy in the name of Christianity. They are all demons. We are forming a group in Nigeria to fight these demons. Please, we are forming a group to fight these demons. We know them, so that we can free all our brothers and sisters that have been in bondage in the name of my daddy, my pastor, my daddy. See them till tomorrow. Grown-up man will still hear this story. They will still go to that and kneel down in their front. Demons.
Said that the pastor is somehow related to Papa Onyedepo. However, either by in-laws or he married from the family, or I don't really know how he related to them. But this particular pastor, what interests me inside is that they said that he knows Christo Okafor, he knows Igila, he knows all those prophets that are recently been called out for womanizing, doking women, and all of that. Now, I would not want to drag this pastor. I would not want to say things that are contrary to what you already heard. But my own is to ask you, what are your thoughts about the video you just watched? Do you think this is the proper way to address your member, that, okay, this is your new mama, I don't care about what you people think, you can go ahead and spread any rumor, this is your new mama? That is the only sensitive part for me. Even if the woman is your ex, you guys have already divorced, but there is atom of respect that you must show, as long that she
if you are
has
not
kids
happy,
for
you
you,
have
that
to
she's the mother of some of your children, because they said you
Pastor,
have
I
many,
don't
many
take pressure.
children, you have many, many wives. I don't really know how pastors will be duking his church members, even to the point that they are duking somebody's wife. Like, you heard what they said. It is not me. You heard what he said. But the way this pastor came out to, to throw it to the people, it shows that he feel no remorse about the divorce. He wanted it and he have it, and he move on with another new wife without the consent of his members, or without even letting the members know either he's married to this woman or we don't know, or this is now
Following
your new mama.
events began to unfold, and
Anyway, I
many of
rest my
us,
case. I love you
maybe
guys.
we don't
God
understand.
love you more.
I
This
came and
year,
then
can you be like
God
saying a
wanted
social
to do
pastor
some
video? I
certain
call
things
do.
much better.
No, I don't really know
And that's
why.
why
I don't really know why. But
I hear as why
it
you
is
do.
time for we to rectify the errors in the body of
Yeah.
Christ. How to know this men,
I
the
don't know.
things that you must look out for when you are going to church. Stop running after miracles, miracles,
So
miracles.
they
That is
needed
how
her
you
to use
end
her
up in those
personal
places,
account.
in places
And Bishop
like this. You are
Oyedepo
running
says it
after somebody that
himself
will tell you the numbers of
that the
undies
wife
that you
is
have,
sold out
the
to him,
numbers
which
of
is not a bad thing. So
lipstick that
long
you
as
have.
you are the
Oh,
one
how
that
many
claims to know
condoms in
them
your
very well,
pocket right now?
claiming
Where
about
you
it.
dog, who dog
Let's be
you, and
that claims to
that
know
is the
them very
problem.
well,
That is why they are
claiming
vulnerable
that
all
you
over
have
you. All of you are looking
let
for
me
special center to make heaven. You don't want to pray. You don't want to listen to the word of God. You just need miracle. Somebody that can prophesy into your life and say, "Oh, your father or your grandfather, your
so there's
stepmother
somebody
are
in
your
the comment
problems."
section claiming to know them so well.
Anyway,
So
peace
something
out.
I know